Hi everyone, today is the 2nd of August and we are on another campsite in Norfolk. This time we are at Whitwell and Reepham railway station. Now this is supposed to be a new camp for camping, which is up there where you can see that static caravan. So we'll have a look around there in a bit. The actual entrance to the site is up this hill on the right, and this is the actual station cum museum. There's train rides and there's some other bits and pieces here this weekend. So we'll have a little walk around here and see what they've got in here. They're the old opening hours for this little station, and as you walk in you can see there's some old railway carriages on the sidings, and we'll see what else is here as we go round. Some sort of crane. I'm guessing these are waiting to be done up. Right, as we were walking into this station, there's a couple of steam engines here, look. I don't think these are here every day. It's an old Austin and a Kawasaki steam lorry, Foden. Another engine and an old Dennis Spire engine. And in the station there's a little train that you can have rides on, and there's more over on the sidings over there. Also look like they're waiting to be done up. There's an old motorcycle there, look. People who are aboard in that little train. I think that just goes backwards and forwards up and down this little siding track. This one's just fired up. Obviously it's a diesel train, this one. I guess he's going to back up here, reset them points and then go off down that track. But we will see in a minute when it starts moving. He can't find reverse, I think. Any minute now. Well, Fat Controller won't be happy, will he? He's not very quick at getting it moving. Here we go. Choo choo, Thomas. Obviously backing up, and then they will set these points in a minute so it can head off up the track to wherever the destination is. Guess he's got to jump out and do that. Someone has. So the track is now moved. It should head out down the side there. Here we go. Nice and smoothly away. And as you can see, moving across now onto the other track. Whoa, very noisy. Now it's onto its main track, and away that will go into the distance. This is the back of the old station. There's a nice walk up the back here for dogs, so we're going to take Gemini for a walk, and we might see some more trains coming. But if you're really interested in trains, it's not a bad place to camp, I suppose. There's that train we saw, is now going up the track. Little signal box, like it's been done up. And this carriage here is accommodation, so you can probably come and stay in that. Yeah. And according to the signs on the window, first class. Like I say, if you are train enthusiast, it's probably lovely. There's another carriage up there. I don't know whether you can stay in this. We'll have a look when we go by. Another old engine parked here, look. Ruston, Swanworth, obviously needs a bit of work. Got its carriage as well. We're now walking back towards the station, then we'll go out and look around the campsite where we are parked up. Here comes that little train again. Don't go too far, just go a little way up the track, and then the track ends, it comes back. Looks like you go up and down twice. There you go. Maybe they have different trains running on different days, I'm not sure. A little bit of a speed up this time. Very noisy. Closer look at this motorcycle. This bike is a single cylinder 600 but twin port, that's why it's got two exhausts, and apparently that's running a Rover V8 piston at the minute, so obviously that fits it, or that was made to fit. Cool. We've got a steamed up traction engine. And an old Dennis fire engine. Have a little look at this old Austin, what Debbie's looking at. Have a little look inside. Tiny, aren't they? I like the speedo in here, it looks smart. Been hand painted. It's nice to see us getting out and about. Very cool. So this little pathway here leads up onto where we are camping. Obviously when you go in with your vehicle you go up the road a bit further than the museum, but to come down to the station you can come down here. There's static vans along the back as you come up. and we'll have a little walk around the camp. It's quite small. Obviously there's the waste bins, recycling and general waste. Just past this greenhouse is the shower block. Not much. And there it is. You've got a shower, 2 toilets and a urinal. And at the end, come here Gemini, is where you can put your toilet waste. So that is basically it. And there is the actual site. Very small. There's some grass at the back for camping, and then along here is some hard standing areas where we are. That's a fairly new site apparently. When we saw it, it said brand new, so this hasn't been open long. But it weren't too bad a price. So obviously there's our camper van where we're parked. And the grass is out the back for camping. And this is about it. Very small site. So it looks like there's 5 hard standing areas along here. There's the gate where we came in. We're just going to have a look down this end to see what's down here. Another entrance to go down to the station. Couple more bins. Back of the site here is a miniature railway. Don't look like it's in use today. Maybe it will be tomorrow. Not sure. Don't know how far. This is basically it. That part there is the actual campsite. So it depends on what you want. But if you're into your railway and going for walks and stuff, it's an ideal area. Coming to this Whitwell Reepham station was a last minute. We just decided that we'd come away for the weekend, so we're here for 2 nights, Saturday night, Sunday night, and then we'll be moving on. Another look over the station. Like I said, we didn't know there was anything on, but this weekend should be classic vehicles. There's 1 or 2 here, not great many, but the weather is not forecast very good, but maybe tomorrow there'll be a few more. Just going to go back down and have a look, see if anything else has turned up. It looks like this little steam engine here has been fired up now, so maybe they're going to run that up and down the rail line. Now this is all free to come down and just have a look at the railway stuff. There's a cafeteria over the other side. They say on Fridays they have some motorcycle meets here, so it could be quite interesting. Okay guys, today is Sunday the 3rd of August. Didn't have a bad night's sleep, fairly quiet on this camp. Down the bottom of the hill there where all the trains are, they're now started up, so see how busy it is today. There might be some more things going on. Those cabins over there with the toilets remind me of the Australian dunnies. I did go down and have a shower this morning. It was nice and hot, so I can't complain about that, although everything is a bit basic. One thing we have realised by another person on this site who is actually camping over the back said there is nowhere to wash up. So there's no washing up facilities on here for the campers. That might be something to consider if you're thinking of coming on this site. Maybe there will be in the future. So it looks like they're still sorting out what's going on over there. I think these statics have been here a little while, but these hard standing areas they've made probably not been here long at all, judging by the building materials and the muck. But to be honest, I really just don't know. But for a site close to that little railway, then that's what you like. It's probably quite good. Well, we'll come back down to the railway station, the Whitwell and Reepham, and looks like the steam train is running this morning. I can see the train just through the front of the station there, the blue one. So we'll go around and have a look at that one going. So here we go, guys. Today they got the steam train going. Oh, that's cool, I like that. I'm guessing he's going to go and pick up the carriage because there are some people waiting in the station. Go for a ride. No, it looks like he's just going to set points and then take the train up the track. And here it goes. So we're going to walk up this path the other way to Reepham, so we'll see what's up here. Then again, good for dog walking. There's been a few runners past and cyclists. Don't look a bad morning, but it's supposed to be a storm this afternoon, so we've got to make the most of it. Right, so we're still walking along this dirt track. It said 1 mile to Reepham, so we're going to go and have a look. We're still going. I guess we're at least halfway. But like I say, it's lovely walks for dogs around here. There was one what said it was a 5-mile loop, and this one, like I said, is 1 mile to Reepham, so we thought we'd go have a look. You can still hear the train whistling back at Whitwell Station. To Reepham, there's not a lot here, just a market square up there with a few shops round, and that's about it. Church. We'll have a walk through there, I think, see if we can find a way back. So as you can see now, they have the carriage on, so you can actually have rides on this train. So we're going to be visiting another campsite soon with more trains to go on. And there it is, pulling up to let the people off in this little station area. Cool. So we're back at the Whitwell and Reepham station now. After our little walk, there weren't much down there as you saw. We'll have a little look here and see if there's any more than what was here yesterday. People seem to come and go all the time. Let's go have a little walk and see. There's a little tent here with some wood turning things in what someone's made. Debbie's now going to have a look. The motorcycles here, what was here yesterday. There's the steam engine, the fire engine, the steam lorry and the traction engine. And there's some guys on some off-road bikes turned up. 5 or 6 of them, or there's 5. Looks like they've been green laning somewhere, look. Good fun, I reckon. Couple more there, look. I don't know if there's any more classics here by the looks. Did say they could be classics vehicles, but just depend who turns up really. Like I said, the weather forecast is not very good for this afternoon. They say there's a storm coming over, but at the moment it's quite warm. Okay guys, I think I'll just sum this one up. So we stayed here for 2 nights. It cost us around £24 a night for electrical hookup and hard standing. As you saw, there's one small shower, a couple of toilets, one urinal. It's a very small site, very close to the Whitwell and Reepham station, so if you like steam engines and trains, it's all well and good. There's some lovely walks. We went on a nice walk today, so if you want to go for walks or cycle tracks, or like us, just take the dog for a walk, then there's plenty to do for that. But in all, probably won't stay here again, but it's nice to give it a go. Like I say, it was nice to go down and see the stuff on the station. So we're going to leave this one here. We will be moving to another camp, so there'll be another review of that one coming up shortly. Thanks for watching guys. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye for now. To sum this little site up, in my view, I would give it a 6 out of 10. I think that might get better as it's been finished, and the reason for that is, one, like I said, there's no washing up facilities for the campers, and 2, I'm not overly impressed with the toilets, but I used the shower again this morning. That was lovely and hot, so I can't complain about that. But yeah, will be a nice little site, and like I said before, if you're a railway enthusiast, you're going to love it. And if you've got a dog like we have, there's loads of different areas you can walk with your dog, around the edges of fields, down lanes, so in that respect it's all good. So thanks for watching guys, I'm going to end it here, and I'll catch you all in the next one, which will be very soon. Bye for now.